Hi folks, this is Sue Bell from Market Domination Solutions, and we're here today to do a members webinar for a membership site for either you or for your clients. So the brainstorm started because I've been working on better ways to get leads and how to get people engaged. Like it's all great. Somebody comes along. I mean, even I go along and I get a handout from somebody. I'm looking for a particular answer. My cat just walked in the room. I'm so sorry. Um, we um, we download something, we look at it briefly, we take it away, we forget where we got it. Like it's about as useful as a squeegee sharpener 9 times out of 10, right? You need to be quiet, kid. Can you guys hear him? Is he annoying? All right, so I'm thinking that the members area. Oh, good. Other cat lovers here. I'm thinking that this. Oh my goodness, he's just gotten louder. He walked out of the room and just got louder. All right. So I'm thinking that this would be a good way to get people engaged. I'm thinking of a couple of different things. One is we actually have the content in the members area. They have to be in the members area. They're going to read through it, watch videos, depends on the kind of content you put in there. You're going to have upsells on the sidebar. You've captured their email. You can reach back out to them. You can reach out to them on a couple of different levels, right? One is you can reach back out to them and say, hey, there's new content in the members area. The other one is you can reach out. They've already gotten more of a feeling, I think, from being in a members area, more interaction with your brand. And so reaching out to them with first and hello and then marketing emails seems, I'm actually quite certain, is a better um, a better lead magnet. So it it takes people still making comments about my cat. Sorry. It takes more energy to do it, but I've got a bunch of shortcuts for you guys to get started, and then you can put as much time and energy into it as you want to. If you see that it's working well, then maybe going back and putting more energy into it would be a good thing. So without further ado, I made a very fancy front page. It doesn't have to be nearly this fancy, obviously. Without further ado, let's just go through a quick overview, and I'll tell you what I did. All right, so I grabbed content from IDPLR. So there's a lot of PLR content out there. I find that IDPLR is a step above most people's PLR content. They actually hire a lot of writers, and um, um, it's not just the same old PLR content that you're going to find rehashed in other places. So let me drop a link, not an affiliate link, just a straight up link. And when you go there, there are come on. I rebooted my browser, so everything's taking longer. There's an advanced search functionality that you're going to want to use, and you've got down here terms, right? So your terms can be the terms that you're going to want to be aware of is whether or not you can modify it, whether or not you can use it in a members area, free members area, or paid members area, and whether or not you guys decide you want to do like a $5 or a $10 membership area. It can be a once-off, it can be a recurring. I find that if people pay a little something for their members area, then they're more inclined to spend more time in it. When you don't pay anything for something, then it's like 2 minutes and gone. You're looking for that thing that you want, and you're gone. If you've invested a little bit of money, then you're a little bit more interested in how much you can get out of it. So that's something to consider. Also, there's better content that's available. Fresher content, I would say, like the new stuff is only available if you put it in a members area for that you charge for. The free membership area terms I found to be older content, but I still found content that would work. So you can go either way. All right, and then the other thing that you want to be aware of is so there's can be added to free membership. This can be given away for free. And then somewhere up here, there's can be added to paid membership websites. So those are the two options for the membership sites. And there's another one that you want to be aware of, and that is, can you change it? Looking for where that is. Can you modify or change the main product, right? I don't care about changing the sales letter, but I do care about whether or not I can change the main product. And the reason for that, there's like 2 or 3 reasons. One, I find that most of them have typos, and I want to fix the typos. I'm not sure that that would actually be, something that they would complain about. But the thing that they would probably complain about is, obviously I want to make, there's going to be some links inside of it to places. Sometimes they're affiliate links, and I definitely want all the references to be to me, right? I don't want them to be to other digital marketing services. So I need to be able to change the main product. And if you opt for videos, then you're gonna want to watch the videos all the way through. Make sure that the video um, doesn't advertise somebody else, right? So this is the IDPLR option. And you've got up here, obviously, where you've got the phrases, the keywords that you can put in. They have a wide array of topics. It's very heavy in the digital marketing arena, but they've also got all kinds of other topics. So if you have an HVAC client, or I don't know what, like that's the only one in my head right now, roofers, or whatever small business you might have, coffee shops, those kinds of things, you can find content that's going to be appropriate for them. Most likely. I mean, maybe not for HVACs. It's quite a dry topic, but that would be interesting to look for. Anyway, so you can go with a wide variety of themes there, not just for you and your digital marketing company. So then the last thing that I would say that you can do for content, if you don't want to go down the PLR content route, would be what we have taught in the past about how to create fast blog content, which is to put like 3 questions down, and then talk about, I'd say 3 related questions in this particular case. And then you talk about those questions and the answers to those questions. You just record yourself speaking about it verbally. You get it transcribed, or you don't even need to get it transcribed. You could just put it to some images and make a video out of it, right? In fact, it could be, if you wanted to go really simple, it could just be the slide with the text of the question on it, and that could be the extent of your video. And you could make the content that way pretty quickly. So you've got 2 options there. You can do the PLR content, or you can do your own expert content. I think it just depends on how comfortable you are with creating content, how much of a subject matter expert you are on the topic, and which direction you want to go. For this, I went with PLR content because I was looking for stuff that was quick and easy to put together and show you what was going on. All right, so that's the content half of this. Now we get into actually creating the blog. So what I strongly suggest is you have a blog. You create a new blog, because people are going to log into the blog. They're going to create user accounts in your blog. That's how all of the plugins, the free membership plugins work, right? In fact, that's how most of the plugins work, even if they're paid. So in order to keep your sales blog secure, you want to go create another blog underneath your sales blog that's something like /members, or you can create it on a completely different domain if you want to. So that's step 2. Then obviously you're going to want to install a theme. I installed GeneratePress. I played with a couple, but GeneratePress looked the best. And then you're going to install the plugins. And for the plugins, I used Simple Membership plugin, which seems to be pretty full-featured and easy to use, as the name implies. And then I wanted one menu on the inside and one menu on the outside. Let me just demo that for a second. Oh, you know what? I don't have a way to log in now. Well, yes, I do. Hang on. I got that button in here. Haha. I have the join now, but hopefully that will, that'll take me to the login. New fancy page on the outside, and then That's really interesting. So I just put the home page on the outside, and I hadn't actually tested it yet. Let me get a link. Hang on. Members login introduction. That's what I want. All right. So I wanted a different menu on the inside that's going to be the content. And the only piece of content I have in here right this second is the introduction. Okay, so that was the membership plugin, and then the menus plugin so that I can have different menus in different places. I use this one. You guys have gotten quiet. You guys can still hear me, right? And then for style, I used excellent, awesome. I used Elements and Elementor to make the fancy page on the outside, and I haven't done anything with the inside yet. All right. Yeah, I'm sure the cat's sulking. I think he's okay. All right, so install the themes, install the plugins, create the members area. All right, let's come here and do that. I'll just show you around the members area briefly. You've got membership levels here, and you can, as you add a level, you can add all kinds of stuff. You have to give it a name. I was setting everybody to subscriber because I'm really not interested in them being anything other than a subscriber. You can have no expiry. You can have them expire after a period of time. You can have them paid or not paid, right? And you can manage the content protection on a page-by-page level, which I really liked. You can manage it here too, but I was managing it as I created a page. And then once you've got a membership level created, then you can assign who gets, I think it's over here. Category protection. Let me go back a second. You can assign who gets what level, and I just said that everybody who's logged in gets access to the silver level that I created. So it was pretty straightforward. All right. So you can see for a free plugin, there's quite a lot of options. Login pages. These are the things I need to adjust so that once I log in, we actually log in someplace. It actually goes somewhere. All right. Yeah, exactly. What's next? All right, so you create the members levels, create a test account so that you can try it. You add your new pages, you add your contents to your pages, you lock them, create a home page, create the two menus, adjust your logout screen, adjust your login screen, adjust a couple of other things. And then you're going to want to create a terms page, or you're going to want to change the sign up page so that it says something about they're giving you the okay to contact them with additional marketing information, right? Just cover your backside so that you can actually contact them about your products. So, additional thoughts I had, don't hesitate to modify the content. So, I picked mobile marketing because it was something that I found quickly that was more or less along the digital marketing line. But mobile marketing isn't the thing that I lead with in my agency. So it's not actually an ideal product for me to choose, an ideal piece of content for me to choose. I'm going to want to choose something that is going to resonate with my lead product so that segues seamlessly. And then I'm going to want to probably adjust that content so that it makes sense, so that you're basically using it as a way to educate people about why they need your marketing services, right? Or whatever services you're advertising. So it's the opportunity to ask your frequently asked questions and your should ask questions and answer those within the content so that then when they hit your marketing material, it's a seamless upsell. So spend some time with that. Make the adjustment to the content there where you need to. And the other thing I was thinking is a PDF handout. So once they're on the inside, if they want to grab a handout and go, that's cool. You can use the, this came as a Word document. Let me just show you how it came down. Where did it go? There it is. It came down as a Word document like this. And so I was just grabbing this a chunk at a time and throwing it into Pages. And then I can also grab that, well, once I've massaged it, I can grab it and throw it, say, into those templates that I handed out yesterday and make a really nice PDF out of it. So as you make your PDF, you're going to want to think about things like, you're going to want to include some images. There's absolutely no images in this Word doc. Remember to include some calls to action with a link back to your contact page or your sales page or whatever is appropriate. And then add a link, say in the footer or something like that, that goes back to your members area. So other things you could do is you could create videos that would go along with this. I think you're creating the videos for the static content is better than grabbing somebody else's videos because it's much easier to manipulate that way. And you could use something like Content Samurai to create the videos for the content with a voiceover for each one of the sections in the members area. And then use something like a Lumen 5 that would create a short 30-second video for the homepage as a sales page that's sales video that's just got some highlights and music, that kind of a thing. All right, that is the quick and dirty version. So before I go into an over the shoulder and the guys who are advanced leave, do you have any other questions for me? Oh, the one thing I do want to say is, I forgot to mention this at the very beginning. We've got our Extreme Ninja on sale right now for $97 a month, and that's going to end at midnight tonight. So if you guys haven't gotten the message yet, remember that. David says that Content Samurai is also running a special this month. $29 a month versus $47. It's the month for specials. More detail. Well, let me drop you the link to Extreme Ninja. Let me make sure that's going to actually resolve. So the Ninja special that I just mentioned is our Extreme Ninja training. And this is, we've revamped it a little bit, and we're coming out with a whole new series of courses this year. So last year we started out, we had a whole bunch of topics that we wanted to create content for, and we've done that. And as we were wrapping up the year, I looked at the classes, the courses, and it was like we had a foundation course and we had an Extreme Ninja course, and they were in two separate areas, and the training for the videos is in another area still. And I looked at it and I thought, well, it's good, but it's a bit disparate, right? It doesn't come together as a concept in terms of like, how do I do X? Like, how do I do a digital marketing audit? What are all the steps that I need for this? What are all the steps I need for that? And while I try to do that more in the battle plan, it's a little bit easier to see in the battle plan. It's still like it could be more It could be more. It could just be easier to like look at and understand that these are all of the things you need to do, and these are all the tools that I need for that particular thing, and to just be sort of immersed in that kind of a concept. So that's what we're doing right now. We're in the process of reorganizing it a little bit, and then we're going to be creating additional um, webinars and content to fill in the gaps so that when you want to do something, the whole idea is just right there. Yeah, they're the fast track courses. So you can come in and you can tackle an idea that you need to do. You can have it up and running in just a couple hours. You can have the whole idea mastered within about a week and off and running, so that it's more chunky rather than smallish idea-ish. I threw that in, right? Yeah, okay, good. All right. So good. All right, then let me back up a little bit and go into a bit of the just trying to find here we go. Find cPanel. So the price difference is it's going to double. Right now it's $97 a month, and it's going to be $197 tomorrow. All right, so what I did was I came in here. I use Softlicious. You don't have to, but it's quicker. I came in here. Here's my Softlicious is like giving me heartburn about wanting to keep the dub. I came in here to my domain, and I created another blog, and I created members yesterday, so I'll create something else today. And I'm not going to remember that. All right. And then install, and it shouldn't take too long. All right, good. So now with luck, yay. All right. So from here it gets pretty simple. I mean, the whole thing, as I said, there's nothing that's a real train smash here. But let's start by installing the simple plugin, because that's the one that's kind of simple member. That's the one that's a little bit interesting. My minions are making comments I can't repeat. All right, so let's go to settings for a second. So there were two other plugins that I was looking at, but I didn't actually install them to play around with them. So I am a little bit interested to see if one of the other ones is going to be more intuitive, but I didn't find this one to be unintuitive. So so I wasn't interested in doing a free membership site. I think what I'm going to do is one for like $4.99 for life. I'm going to make it a really small threshold, but they got to give me something, and then that lets me use better content, and it makes that really small initial sale, which gives you a bonus too. So so I'm not going to enable the free. Disable access to the WordPress dashboard. Oh, that's probably a good idea. I didn't see that one before. Members must be logged in to comment. Yeah, absolutely. Leave all those the same right this minute, and then save the changes. And the next thing we want to do, I think it was the membership levels. And we create a new membership level. I'm going to call it silver, the same as the last one. I'm going to leave them subscribers. It's not going to expire. And email activation. So since they're going to give me money, I'm pretty sure that their email address is going to be the right email address. So I'm not going to make them do a double authentication. All right. Let's just click through the rest of these because I don't actually remember everything. So that's when you click add new, that takes you to the add level one. So we just did that. Manage content protection. So this is just instructions on how to manage the content protection. So let's start with, I did everything in Pages. I don't really like WordPress posts. I don't like all of the cruft that comes with it, the date that's created and all of this stuff. Like I have to jump through hoops and hide all that stuff. So I just went with Pages, Pages on the front, Pages on the back, makes it clean and easy. So I wasn't worried about category protection. And then I'm just going to protect the pages as I go along. So the next thing I'm going to do is go clean up all of the stuff that came in. By default, pages, all pages. So these pages were all created automatically by the plugin, and you're going to want to go through and edit all of those pages because they're just templates. They're great starts, but they are templates. The privacy policy, I think, was there by default with WordPress, so you're definitely going to want to edit that. And you're going to want to add, the other pages that you need for GDPR and that kind of stuff. And I think today everybody needs the GDPR stuff. You never know when you're going to get a client that's, actually from Europe or looking at your site, or, particularly when it comes to a membership area, they definitely might sign up for your content. So I would make sure that you've got your GDPR stuff in order for this site. All right, so then with that, let's just create a page. Let's just start. Let's do a home page just as a template quickly. Of course, nothing wants to be quick right this minute, but that's beside the point. Home and hit a publish. Come on. And then I'm going to hit introduction and hit publish. And then I'm going to go look at my menus, because that's the next thing that was a pain. I want to add a new plugin, and that plugin was different menus. Training, yeah, add new. Menus. A lot of different conditional menus. I tried 2 or 3. This was the one I landed on. It did everything I wanted it to do and wasn't a headache. The only thing I don't like is they do advertise that they want you to upgrade. Don't have to upgrade for the stuff that we want to do. So let me go create my menus first, and then we'll come back to that. That's under settings. So I want outside menu, and I want home to be on the outside, and save that. And then I want click here to download. Go away. Go away. Create a new menu. Inside. And then I want introduction to be on the inside. Now, I also want I don't need member login, password set, profile. We could have the profile on the inside. Don't need to join us in the registration. All right, so that's going to be on the inside. And then under settings, we're going to go to different menus. Oh, bother. I got to put one somewhere first. Hang on. Here we're going to have the outside menu. No. Stay on page. Click the wrong thing. Save changes. All right, now we can go here. All right. I didn't install the theme, did I? No, that's why we've got so many weird. Let me install generate press. Some sanity into my life, please. Install. Activate. All right, now let's go take a look at menus. And manage locations. All right, outside, good. Settings, different menus. And we're going to add another one, and this is going to be inside, and the setup is going to be for people who are logged in. All right, so makes sense? Give me one if you're with me, two if I lost somebody somewhere along the way. I figure you guys would have said something if I'd lost you, but okay, good. Excellent. So, what's the next step? Create a blog, install a theme, install some plugins, create the members area, create a test account. Let's do that next. Add a new member. So I'm just going to add me. Membership level silver. Good. No. Don't need to know anything else. That's fine. All right. So now over here in Chrome, I can log in. Hypothetically, of course. /training. Let's at least take a look and see what's going on. My menu's not there. Yeah, this will be an extreme. I hate it when you do something and live and it doesn't work the way you expect it to. Let's change a couple of things. We want this to be a static page. We want this to be home. I don't think that's going to make the change that I'm looking for on the menu, though. Why is my menu not working properly? Manage locations. outside. Let's go to outside. Oh, that's because I only had home there. Well, that's bad. Members, join us, and registration. Let's add all that. Save menu. That'll make a difference. Yeah, right? All right, there we go. So now I can log in. User not found. I'm sure I made it to be. Oh wow. Members. No members found. I must not have actually hit the save button on that. Bah humbug. CB. All right. Let's try again. There. All right. And then if we go to introduction, there should be blank page. All right. So that's the basics. Basics are done. Yeah, right. So because people can make passwords that are weak, that's why you want it in, like, not in your primary blog. Because if somebody can get past that firewall, if they can get more on the inside, like then it's not a hard thing to hack. I mean, blogs aren't that hard to hack anyway, but yeah, exactly. So all right. So now we can come back to the pages. We just like on the introduction. Oh, let's stick plugins. Let's add Elementor in here. Can I make the browser page bigger? Possibly. Is that better? Good. All right. So then back to my introduction page. We're gonna. Oh, I need a couple more things. I can't just install that. Wishful thinking. Give me one if you guys have tried Envato Elements. If you're using Elementor or even Beaver Builder, Envato Elements rocks. They've got all kinds of amazing templates. And my last find with Elementor is Ultimate Elementor, which I used to use Ultimate for Beaver Builder. It does all kinds of really cool advanced things that I'm probably not going to get into today, but I'm going to install it anyway. So, but like if you want the video to follow you down the screen while you're reading the content, that's Ultimate. All right, so now we've got some updates available. Let's go to that. I need to go put the license in for Elementor. And plugins. That's not true. Arguing with my blog. Alright, fine. See if I can force it to update that way. There we go. Alright, so that's everything installed and updated. Now we can go. Make some pretty pages. So let's go with the introduction. Edit this bad boy. Let's edit it in Elementor and full screen because this is going to get busy. I think I can probably put this down to a regular size and you'll still be able to see it well. We have an Envato lover in the audience. Alright, so, you know, it didn't, I must not have accepted that thingy for Envato. Come on. I need 2 tabs open. Elements. I agree. Alright. So, let me show you. Give me one if you guys are familiar with Elementor. And a 2 if you're not. So I know you guys are alive. Alright. So, a couple people who are not. So just really quickly. Envato, you can come here. They've got a whole bunch of pages. They've got some really beautiful pages. My blog's starting to get a little slow. The Pro means you have to have the Pro version of Elementor in order for it to work. These would be the ones that you could use on the free version of Elementor, so you don't have to purchase it. I tried it out, I don't know, for a couple of weeks before I just fell in love with it and upgraded. So these are nice. They're good. They're always adding more. I will give them that. They are always adding more, but they're not the most exciting things in the world. And I found Envato pretty quickly. Now, Envada's got two different kinds of templates, ones that are premium that you have to pay for, and then the regular ones. So I've never purchased their premium ones. They're getting more and more premiums, and they're some beautiful ones, but I just go with their free ones, and they've got some beautiful ones, and they've got some incredible features on them. They've got some really awesome um, HTML5 transitions, and the pages just, they move a lot. They come alive. They're gorgeous. So, and if you come up here to search, they've got these categorized so that you don't have to try and figure out what it is you're looking for. Let's do something a little bit more corporate, since the last one was a little bit outrageous. So we're looking for content pages on the inside. I don't want anything that's too too busy, because I don't want it to detract too much, but I want some color. So let's see this one. So you click inside of that, and then each one of these has got, a dozen different templates on the inside. So we can find something that's going to be good for a content page, maybe. Services. I mean, we could take and munch anything. Let's try this one. Not too bad. I probably could have gone with one of the standard ones because I'm looking for something pretty boring on the inside. All right, so now if I come back here and I go to my templates, it's been imported. Oh my glory be, why is this just like not behaving today? There we go. Hit the insert. I want it to bring all of its settings along with it, import the whole thing. So that's going to automatically, it should automatically turn it into a full width page. And the other interesting thing that it does is it gets rid of the menu. So we have to go back. If we use one of these templates, we have to actually create a menu. But you can create a menu with Elements, or you can create a menu and save it out as a module and then use it on all of them, and it goes together pretty fast. So I'm pretty sure that's probably a video. We could put some bullet points from the content up there, and then we could get rid of a lot of this. And the interesting thing is this is going to remind me to put a call to action on the bottom, right? Hire us. Like, you don't want to do this stuff by yourself, so hire us. So mostly I want to get rid of a lot of this because I just want a content space. So I might keep that one for a second, and then I'm going to come here and I'm just going to add something pretty basic, like just going to throw in some text for right now. And I'm going to come back here to my Word document, and I'm going to grab the introduction. And I'm going to throw it into, where did it go? Why can I not see this? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Kind of sort of in the wrong spot. All right. So if that's all the content there is in the introduction, I don't think I need excerpts on the top. But the other thing that I could do is, if I like this page the way it is, I could fix up the bottom so that, all of the footer links link to where I want them to go. This crashed just a little bit. I probably ran out of browser memory again. Since why not everything's displaying properly. but I could fix this whole thing up the way that I want it to be. So like, this is my call to action. You really don't want to do this all yourself. So hire us, right? Call to action. We help you expand your brand globally, blah, blah, blah. Hire us. So then I can hit the update and I can actually come down here and make this a template, right? Save as a template, and I can call this default content. And hit the save. And now I can go and create the other pages that I need to create, and I can just drag that in because it's already the way that I want it to be. I actually want a menu on the top and some other tiddly bits, but I can add all of that. I can get the page. I can think about it for a little bit, make sure the page is exactly the way I want it to be, and then I can save that out as a template. And then I'm just going to go from page to page and insert the template out of that doc and add a couple of images to spice it up a little bit. I could change on some pages. I could have, where there's a decent amount of content, I can have a couple of excerpts or something along those lines. And Bob's your uncle. I'd have the whole thing from right here to completed. As far as the inside would go, I'd say that it'd be under an hour, easily under an hour. And then I've just got to deal with what I want on the outside. I want something compelling on the outside, and I want the sign up link and all of that kind of good stuff. So, just see how many. We've still got everybody on the call, even the people who just wanted me to do the quick and dirty. I find that interesting. So, what do you think? You guys got questions? Are we good at this point? I kind of feel like if I take it any further than this, I'm getting really into the beginner stuff. So, while I'm waiting for you guys to ask any questions you might have, I'll just go ahead and add another quickie section and there's one of the plugins I added gives me a bunch of stuff down here at the bottom. Ultimate add-ons, which has got some very fancy stuff that I can just introduce you to quickly while we're doing this. Advanced heading, some of these things I haven't actually used. I used them in the Beaver Builder version, but I haven't used it here. The modal pop-up is really good. It's very cool. I like that one a lot. Timeline option is also extremely cool. It'll let you do videos without actually embedding the video on the page, so that it actually loads in a light box when you click on it. So it makes your load time, your page load time, much faster, which is awesome, particularly if people are trying to do stuff on a mobile. Yeah. All good. Okay. Very good. All right, then we'll call this done. Thanks, folks, for joining us. We're back tomorrow with another giveaway. Please join us. Christmas, 12 days, counting down, the big day. We've got great prizes all the way through. I mean, but I have to say, what we have in store for Christmas Eve is just absolutely off the charts phenomenal. So if you're not on the list, let me just plug this for a nanosecond because I'm having so much fun giving stuff away. 12 days of Christmas. I need to reset the timer for tomorrow. I apologize. I was down and out last night and I didn't get the timer reset, the last winner up, but I'll do that as soon as this webinar is over. All right. I am having so much fun. Guys, have the merriest of holidays and we'll see you again really soon. Thanks, folks.